just join and jump in.
Go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, how I want to be in that number. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Well, every round goes higher and higher. Well, every round goes higher and higher. Oh, how I want to be in that number.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the National Dance Institute's 44th Annual Gala.
And the first ever virtual gala.
I'm Terrence Mann.
I'm Charlotte D'Amboise.
And as you can see, we are reading copy. Ta-da! We're your hosts. We are your hosts for this evening or this afternoon or this morning, whenever this is being aired. So, again, thank you for watching. The National Dance Institute was founded by legendary New York City ballet dancer Jacques D'Amboise.
Yes, and he has dedicated the last 44 years of his life bringing the highest quality arts programming to thousands and thousands of children. So tonight we are going to share with you some of that magic and joy that is NDI.
And now to kick off the evening, here is the honorary gala chairperson. He is one of the most recognizable celebrities in film, television, and theater, a lifelong New Yorker. He has been an ardent supporter, an avid fan, and a tremendous advocate for the National Dance Institute for over 20 years. Please welcome the irascible Alec Baldwin.
Hey everybody, it's Alec Baldwin here. I wanted to extend my sincerest thanks to all of you who've chosen to support the NDI Gala this year. I'm sorry we're not all together, but these unusual circumstances dictate that we do this virtually. But your generosity and your support of Jacques D'Amboise and all of his administration and staff does not go unnoticed. My wife Ilaria and I want to send you our deepest thanks, our best wishes for your health and safety and that of your family. And we hope we will see you soon at another event where we can have some great dancing from the children and some great company together. We all get together and enjoy a nice evening together and some really bad limericks from Jacques D'Amboise. Stay safe.
in the street, in the street, in the street, in the street. We're dancing in the street.
Hello, I'm Ellen Weinstein, Artistic Director of National Dance Institute. Thank you all for joining us this evening. 44 years ago, Jacques d'Amboise had a dream that every child would have an education in the arts. Today, NDI is an extraordinary team of artists, educators, administrators, and supporters who share Jacques' dream and who work tirelessly to make it a reality. NDI is a force, and nothing can stop us. Our new online learning platform, NDI Live, provides music and dance experiences for children and their families throughout the city and around the globe. Though we can't be in our partner schools or in our studios in Harlem right now, we are keeping our children dancing in their living rooms and kitchens and continuing to share the joy and wonder and sense of connection that is NDI. Though our delivery may be different, the exuberance and energy of an NDI class is embedded in every moment. On behalf of all of us at NDI, I want to thank our sponsors for the evening, Arnold and Mimi Penner, Mark Solomon and the Solomon Organization, and Donald and Barbara Tober of Sugar Foods Corporation. Every day brings us closer to the other side of this crisis and to when we can be together again. Till then, thank you for your support of NDI and your belief in the power of the arts. And now, the man who started it all, our beloved founder, Jacques d'Amboise.
My name is Jacques d'Amboise. I founded National Dance Institute, and it is run by a lot of wonderful people today, and musicians and dancers and teachers. And we're in schools all over the place, internationally as well. And I just wanted to make this message at this time to you all. And thank you for your support for our National Dance Institute. I have a poem for you, and you'll be happy to know that it's not by me, but it's by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow, and it is beautiful. And the night shall be filled with music, and the cares that infest our day will fold their tents like refugees and silently steal away. In October 2017, several years ago, Glenn Close, a dear friend, came to National Dance Institute at our studio in Harlem, and she made a little film for us, and I went to archival footage and brought it out to show to you now. It's from the musical Barnum, and she calls it Colors of My Life.
The colors of my life are softer than a breeze, the silver gray of eiderdown, the dappled green of trees, the amber of a wheat field, the hazel of a seed, the crystal of a raindrop are all I'll ever need. Your reds are much too bold. In gold I find no worth. I'll fill my days with sage and brown, the colors of the earth. And if from by my side my love should roam, the colors of my life will shine a quiet light to lead him threads are much too bold. In gold I find no worth. I'll fill my days with sage and brown, the colors of the earth. And if from by my side my love should roam, the colors of my life will shine a quiet light to lead him home.
It's not important that you win a Nobel Prize for poetry to write poetry. You learn it because it's important. It's an invention of human beings to express emotion.
National Dance Institute is an arts education program that was founded in 1976 by New York City Ballet principal dancer Jacques d'Amboise.
One of the nominated documentaries, He Makes Me Feel Like Dancing.
The winner is He Makes Me Feel Like Dancing.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jacques d'Amboise.
National Dance Institute's mission is to inspire children towards excellence using dance as a catalyst for change.
What you are doing is why I'm here, and I got so emotional seeing these children up here today.
Coming to this event and seeing the work that you really got me fired up even more.
Jacques, you are a supernova. You have a light that beams from you that inspires everybody. To know you is to love you.
There is no way to thank Jacques, Ellen, Kay, everyone involved in this organization for the gift that it gave to the two most precious people in my world, my children.
I went to schools and just asked the principal, would they like a dance program at their school for free? It was to take place during school. It wasn't their lunchtime or an after-school program.
Learning in the arts must be part of every child's education. They're not truly educated unless you know about music and dance and poetry and literature.
Good, Carmen. Yes.
Ellen is glorious. The most important thing to do, prepare your replacement. So the first thing I did, Ellen Weinstein. So I don't have to worry in the future. Ellen will run it.
The heart and soul of NDI is our in-school program. We send a teaching team of 3 teaching artists into a school, a musician, a master teacher, and an assistant teacher. And since inception, over 2 million children have been transformed by the programs of National Dance Institute.
NDI is in the former home of PS 90, a public school in Harlem. We moved into the building after it was renovated. All of our key programming takes place here at NDI, outside of our in-school programming, which happens off-site at the schools that we partner with.
Rather than talking about doing, we actually do, and then they do. We use techniques like turning the room around so that nobody is caught in the back row.
Everyone turn and face the back.
The most important person in the class is usually hiding in that corner. It may take you the whole school year, but you've got to get them up front leading the best dancers. Those are the first steps towards taking charge of how you move in life.
Here at NDI, your differences are welcomed. If you're human, come and dance.
Stop. Oliver, show your magic. Everybody sit down. Watch Oliver's magic. 5, 6, ready, go, go. Woo! Woo! 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, round of applause.
It doesn't matter if you mess up because you're just going to learn from it and no one's going to judge you.
On our scholarship teams, the dancers are absolutely incredible. They get better and better and better every year.
The thing that I'm happiest about is the transformation in the teachers. We have the best teachers.
When I think of the growth of NDI, crucial is the training of quality teachers.
The DREAM project, Dancers Realize Excellence Through Arts and Movement, is a project that we created. We realized that there was a need for having a place where we could bring children with and without disabilities together.
When children experience success early in life, it can change the way they see themselves and change the whole trajectory of their lives.
Hi, I'm Brian Stokes Mitchell. The song you are about to see and hear is called New Words and was written by Maury Yeston. It's a song about the miracles of language, of discovery, and of love. It's also about the lifelong gifts that we pass on to our children simply by giving them our attentive time. I sang New Words at an NDI gala a few years back. It seemed especially perfect because NDI teaches kids all kinds of lifelong lessons. Teamwork, self-discovery, cooperation, when to take center stage and when to step back and support others while they are taking it. Perhaps one of the most important lessons that NDI teaches is a particularly useful one in challenging times like these. And that is the amazing and inspiring feats that we human beings can accomplish when we are all working together toward a common goal. And all done through the joy and love and language of dance. I know that these are some of the lessons that my son learned in the cherished time that he spent dancing with NDI. New words come in many forms.
Look up there, high above us, in a sky of blackest silk. See how round, like a cookie. See how white as milk. Call it the moon, my son. Say moon. Sounds like your spoon, my son. Can you say it? New word today. Say moon. Near the moon, brightly turning, see the shining sparks of light, each one new, each one burning through the darkness of the night. We call them stars, my son, say stars. That one is Mars, my son. Can you say it? New word today. Say stars as they blink all around us, playing starry-eyed games. Who would think it astounds us? Simply naming their names. Turn your eyes from the skies now. Turn around and look at me. There's a light in my eyes now, and a word for what you see. We call it love, my son. Say love. So hard to say, my son. It gets harder. New word today. We'll learn to say stars, learn learn moon, learn stars, learn happy, learn peace, learn love, learn puppy, learn friend, learn joy, learn sharing, learn hope, learn joy, learn caring, learn life is there for living, and love is there for giving, learn merrily, 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 merrily. Live and laugh and
Hello, I'm Tracy Lester, the Executive Director of National Dance Institute. Thank you so much for joining us. The National Dance Institute is an award-winning arts education program that works to inspire children by using dance as a catalyst for change. Even during these unprecedented times, we are creating quality arts education programming and delivering it straight to the homes of the children and families that we serve. We can't thank you enough for continuing to support us during this difficult time. The arts matter. As a parent of a child who's a dancer, I can speak firsthand about the importance of arts-based programming in nurturing her social emotional development. We know firsthand that arts make a difference, and we appreciate your support. I'd like to introduce you now to Jillian Mercado, a longtime friend and an alum of the National Dance Institute. Thank you so much again, and please stay well.
Hi everyone, my name is Jillian Mercado. I am a model, an activist, and now an actress in the new Showtime series, The L Word Generation Q. But besides all of those cool things, the most coolest thing is that I am an alumni for the nonprofit National Dance Institute. If I'm not mistaken, I believe I graduated 2006. That was definitely a very long time ago. But one of the most beautiful memories that I can tell you that I have had in my life, because it builds me to who I am today. Not only that, but I was the first visibly disabled dancer in National Dance Institute. And the self-love and confidence that I built from there was like no other. I remember so many amazing moments, but the most memorable moment that I have is at a end of the year performance that we did for Romeo and Juliet. I was cast as the queen. It was such a beautiful experience, and if I can go back, I would go back in a heartbeat. Just because NDI was so warm and fun, and I learned so many things about just being you and being yourself. And to say that there are no words to describe my time there, but I am so happy that they have the dream team there. And it's something that definitely helped and is helping so many kids to be more confident with themselves and to take that same confidence into the real world, which was something that it taught me as well. And look where I am. So anything is possible as long as you put your 2 foot forward. I hope you guys are all safe, and thank you so much for taking the time to listen to me. Sending you all my love. I love you, NDI.
Well, if you ever plan to motor west, just take my way, that's the highway, that's the best. Get your kicks on Route 66. Well, if I from Chicago to LA, more than 2,000 miles all the way. see. Amarillo, Gallup, New Mexico, Flagstaff, Arizona, don't forget Winona, Kingman, Boston, San Bernardino. If you can take this kind of trip and go take that California trip, say get your kicks on Route 66. Oklahoma City looks mighty pretty, you'll see. Amarillo, Gallup, New Mexico, Flagstaff, Arizona, don't forget Winona, Kingman, Boston, San Bernardino. Would you get into this kind of trip and go take that California trip? Get your kicks on Route 66. Get your kicks on Route 66. Yeah, get your kicks on Route 66. Yeah, get your kicks on Route 66.
Tonight, I have the great honor of presenting NDI's Dreammaker Award to two extraordinary individuals, Judy and Josh Weston. Judy and Josh are not only incredibly generous, but they're also genuine. When they believe in something, they invest, not just financially, but with their time and their service. And that is the most precious gift of all. Judy loves music and dance and children, and she lives those loves through her service on NDI's board. Josh loves Judy, and being the pragmatic CEO that he is, he supports the use of resources where he sees the most value. At NDI, he sees the value of the work and the demonstrated impact on the children. And of course, the smile on Judy's face. That's what you call return on investment Weston style. On behalf of all of us at National Dance Institute, it is my great honor to present the Dreammaker Award to Judy and Josh Weston for all the dreams they've made come true for so many children around the world. We love you, Judy and Josh. We are so very grateful.
I've been on the NDI board for more than 15 years. I was a dancer and a dance teacher, and I loved it. I wasn't famous, and I wasn't even heard of by most people, but I enjoyed dancing. I was drawn to NDI because I liked dancing, and Jacques started this program for boys and girls in 3rd and 4th grades, and they take to it so much. The kids experience a great deal of joy in NDI. I loved going on Saturdays and watching the rehearsals. It's really a joy to see how the kids pick up the dances and the teachers encourage them. The smiles that you see on the faces of the children will delight you and will make you realize that you love it too. They welcome boys and girls at no cost at all ability levels. It's more than dancing. They enjoy it, they do better in school, and they do better in their other classes as well as NDI. The teachers are very patient, they're creative, they're responsive, and they're a great team. Their pedagogy is now marketed actually because it's so unusual and does so much for the kids. Every year they have a different theme. Sometimes a country, sometimes rivers, sometimes soul music. I personally feel like dancing when I've seen a show. The children that I've observed are transformed by NDI, and they often go from being shy and withheld to expanding and feeling much more confident after they've been dancing with NDI. NDI makes kids feel proud that they have accomplished so much. The kids are smiling, they love it, and I want to keep supporting NDI. I really encourage you to give to NDI as I do, because it's so wonderful and the teachers are so great. It transforms students into greater beings, and their love for dance and music continues through their life. I'd love to dance all my life and wish there were an NDI then.
This joint is jumping, it's really jumping. Come and cats and check your hands on me. This joint is jumping, the piano's stopping, the dance is pumping. This is not is more than high effect. The joint is jumping. Check your weapons at the door, be sure to pay your corner. Burn your leather on the floor where anybody's gonna. The roof is rocking. The neighbors knocking. We're almost when the wagon's cut. I mean, this joint is jumping. This joint is jumping, it's really jumping. Every Moses on his toes, I mean this joint is jumping. No time for talking, it's time for walking. Yes, grab a jump and come to walk. I mean this joint is jumping. Guess you pick the religion, there's plenty in the kitchen.
Who was that just walked in?
Happy 44th anniversary of NDI. That's your lucky number.
It is. I like.
So it's
well,
double lucky.
4 is my lucky number. So
yeah. So it's.
44.
I feel it's.
If it was the 444th, that would really be incredible.
Yeah. Someday. We have been involved with Jacques and NDI since our 37-year-old son was 5. And I cannot tell you the impact. Isaac has told you the impact in various forms. Right now, as we speak, he is community public health organizer in Creede, Colorado, and I think the seed of that was planted when he discovered the power of community, dancing with NDI and with Jacques.
I agree. I think NDI changed his life. I used to say to Catherine, why are we going every Saturday to get Isaac to this dance thing? He's not a dancer. What are we doing? And she's just shut me up in the wise way that our wives do. And then one day I realized that it had everything to do with dance and nothing to do with dance. It was an organization that gave him confidence about his being, his body, his community, his friends. He stood tall in the background. He became a leader to himself and to everyone around him. And it just was a glorious part of his life. He went to Europe with them every Saturday. It was a religious event for him. It changed his life. Our younger son also went in the Tiny Talk program for a little bit.
A bumblebee.
It was just great, great, great. It changed our kids' lives. Look at the videos. Go to the events when this COVID-19 lockdown is over. It is one of the, Jacques is beyond the Pied Piper. The Pied Piper is Jacques. He changes children's lives, and it is their lives that will change this world. God bless NDI. God bless Jacques. Give generously. You're not spending money on restaurants. You're not going to the theater. You're not spending money on gas. Give it all to NDI. God bless you. Period.
Well, now my mouth is open at the end of that, so that's ridiculous.
Good evening. I am Bianca Johnson. I too was an NDI dancer. Today, I am an NDI teaching artist, rehearsal director for our advanced teams, and director of this year's event of the year. Every year at our annual gala, we have what we call our Star Child Appeal. It's the time in our celebration when we ask for your support so that NDI can continue to go into schools, classrooms, and communities to inspire children towards excellence through the arts. Our work on stage and online is only possible through the generosity of friends like you, and I know that firsthand. I was one of those children. My family never paid a penny to send me to NDI, and while the program was free to me and all of the other children, it wasn't free to run. That's where you can help. Tonight, you'll have an opportunity to adopt a New York City public school so NDI can bring in its residency program for a full year. That's 2 choreographers and a musician going into a school every week for a year. You can also sponsor a class of children for a year or make a dream come true in support of our DREAM program for children with disabilities. You can help keep the music playing by supporting NDI's extraordinary musicians who play during every NDI class. You can also sponsor a dancer so that every child can experience the thrill and power of the arts in their lives. Most importantly, our hope for this evening is that we'll have 100% participation from everyone watching. Whatever you can give, if you can give, would be most appreciated and put to immediate use. One thing I can assure you of, through your generosity, you will change a child's life. NDI changed my life, and I am forever grateful. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Judy Kuhn. I'm so sorry that we can't all be together in one room tonight, but very happy to be participating in this virtual celebration of NDI. I sang this song years ago at the Kennedy Center when Jacques was given the Kennedy Center honor. And then I sang it again for his 80th birthday celebration. And there are not words to describe the joy of singing while these kids are dancing. And so I'm so pleased that that performance was preserved and that we can share it with you tonight.
When I was young, I thought that the world was something I held in my hand. The stars were my view of the heavens. The ocean was mine to set sail on. When the rain fell, I danced in its drops and knew somewhere the sun would be shining. When the moon rose on the mountains, I knew somewhere day would be dawning. On the other side of my world, I dreamed that there was a little child just like me. We might be as different as day and night, but we would meet all right and put our worlds together one day. I grew so fast, and soon I was tall. I put my dreaming aside. Paradise vanished for pleasure. I never walked in the rain. Come take my hand and we'll walk in the sun and dance in the raindrops together. We live in one world at last. I am so glad that I found you. On the other side of your world, I am that grown-up child, just like you. We might be as different as day and night, but we have met all right and put our worlds together today.
Hi, I'm Josh Groban, and I'm proud to support the work of NDI. As somebody who knows firsthand what the power of the arts has brought me as an adult, it was even more indelible, more life-changing as a young person, as a student. Once an arts curriculum was brought into my life, everything changed for me for the better. My grades went up, I made more friends, I felt more of a sense of belonging. And this is why it's so important. This is why I myself have an arts education foundation called Find Your Light. It's why Jacques understands all too well why we must give young people the opportunity to find their light in this world. The research is there. It's not up for debate that arts education can help raise GPA, graduation rates go up, but all one really needs to do to know the value and the power of what NDI is doing is to look at the faces of these students, look at the faces of these kids. These are faces that are forever enlightened, forever changed for the better. These are the faces of our future leaders, people who are going to be empathic and confident and connected in this world. And when this world is as conflicted and divisive as it is, especially right now, it's more important than ever that these young people have what they need, the tools, the artistic tools that they need to go out in whatever field they choose and take over the world in their own positive way and with their own positive light. So, Jacques, thank you from the bottom of my heart for the work that you do, for including me in the NDI family. Every day I'm doing more stretches, trying to become a better dancer. It's, but I love you guys, and I thank you all for watching and for supporting the great work that you all do. Thank you again.
Hi, we're back. And as you can tell, we're in a new location.
Yes.
Charlotte's sitting also on my left because...
It's my better side.
Yeah, beauty has its needs.
Yeah.
So we are so thrilled to introduce this next young person. He started dancing with the National Dance Institute as a 4th grader at PS 235 in Brooklyn. And he danced with the NDI program for 5 years. But wait, there is so much more.
He is very dear to both of our hearts because as a kid, we invited him to do our Triple Arts program, which exposes children to Broadway and acting and singing and dancing. And he was one of those kids that not only had talent, but also an incredible work ethic and a determination to succeed. He was always grateful for every opportunity that he had. So I guess it was last year he called us and told us that he was making his Broadway debut in the revival of West Side Story as an ensemble member.
Yes, and we were so proud. Awesome.
Amazing.
Amazing. And so here's the interesting part. During previews, one of the principals of the show got injured.
Yeah.
It was a real Shirley MacLaine moment. And anyway, see, that was a moment where she was supposed to say that line, but she forgot it.
I forgot it.
But we're going to go on because it was kind of cute. So anyway, they asked this NDI alumni to step into the role of Riff. So not only was he making his debut as an ensemble member,
he was making his debut as a leading player on Broadway.
We love this young man so much, and we are so proud of him. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome
Deron Jones!
Thank you, Charlotte and Terry, for that incredible introduction. I must be doing something right if these two are the ones giving me an introduction. Hello, everyone. My name is Deron Jones. Some of you may know me from playing Riff or Action in West Side Story on Broadway, depending on when or if you saw the show. Right now, I am in Brooklyn, New York, waiting for this pandemic to end, much like everyone else. Since Broadway closed down in March, I have been able to perform, obviously, but through live streams and Zoom classes, it's never been easier to take an online class of any sort. But before that, before a lot of things, I was a part of the National Dance Institute. This is where I learned how to count music in 8s, what stage directions were, and how to work alongside kids who came from different backgrounds than I had. Most of all, this is where I learned how to dance, an impact that has carried me through so many points in life. Years ago, I was given the opportunity to act, sing, and dance in a Triple Arts musical theater intensive run by Terry and Charlotte. NDI was gracious enough to provide me with a full scholarship to this intensive, and this is where my relationship with musical theater began. I look forward to seeing NDI continuing to spread their beautiful message as they change the lives of kids all around the world. Thank you so much, NDI, for all you have done. I am super grateful for being a part of this organization, and I can't wait to be a bigger part of it in the future. Thank you so much for everything. Hope you're all safe and hope you're all well.
Hi, my name is Daniel Ulbrich, and I'm a principal dancer with the New York City Ballet. I've also had the honor of being on the NDI board over this past year. There's nothing more incredible than working with the amazing family of NDI, which includes the board, the faculty and staff, and of course the kids who create the magic every single day I walk into that place. One of the other incredible partnerships and friendships, I should say, has been with Jacques d'Amboise, who has continued to inspire me both as a dancer and as an educator. One of the exciting ventures that NDI is taking on is the teaching method, which follows Jacques' pedagogy and inspires the next generation of teachers, which I'm thrilled to be a part of. What you're going to see is a solo called Ain't No Sunshine When She's Gone, that's choreographed by Larry Kegwin. It's a really exciting piece, and more importantly, gets a chance to share the amazing stage with the NDI musicians and the family that we all love so much. Hope you enjoy.
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. It's not warm when she's away. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. She's always gone too long. Anytime she goes away, wonder which time where she's gone. Wonder if she's gone to stay. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. In this house just ain't no home. Anytime she goes away.
Good evening, dear friends. I hope you are enjoying the NDI dancers and all the special treats and messages of love from our NDI friends. I know I am. My name is Helen Stambler Newberger, and I have the great honor to chair the remarkable board of directors at NDI. Our deep wish is that tonight finds you and your loved ones safe and healthy. I love and believe in NDI deeply. NDI is an unstoppable humanizing force. The health, socioeconomic, and racial disparities that this pandemic highlights point to how essential the core values, mission, and methodologies of NDI are. If ever there were a time to celebrate the transformative power of the arts and NDI, it is now. Our children are our future. Our children are our hope for a more humane world. Jacques has transformed lives and inspired generations. And NDI thrives because of outstanding leadership. Thank you, Ellen Weinstein, Artistic Director, and Tracy Lester, Executive Director. Thank you, Michelle O'Mara, Chief Advancement Officer. These treasures lead our magnificent dynamic teams of teaching artists, choreographers, musicians, composers, and staff as they keep the drum beating for our children with both rigor and love. And to you, dear friends, on behalf of the board, I say thank you. Thank you for your love and for your support of NDI.
So while you all were watching this brilliantly inspired celebration of NDI, we went on a little vacation and we just got back. We just flew in and boy, are our arms tired.
Anyway,
so bad.
It was so bad.
That was so bad.
It was wrong. But anyway, okay, moving on. You know what? Thank you for coming. Thank you for celebrating. Thank you for supporting, as always, the National Dance Institute. We cannot do it without you. And so to lead us off into the evening, we're going to turn you over to Maestro Jerry Corman and the NDI family to do a special performance. Take it away, Jer.
I could have danced all night. I could have danced all night and still have begged for more. I could have
spread my wings and done 1,000 things I've never done before. I'll never know what made it so exciting. Why all at once my heart took flight. I only know when he began to dance with me. I could have danced all.
You wanna dance all night? Let's take flight, take a trip down memory lane. We just might do the monkey run, 2C, swimming the twist, mashed potato. Gonna keep it going like this, do the hustle. Bust out the YMCA, funky chicken, the bump, and you're on your way to the robot. Sprinkler and the rock, just warm out the room, be back to the moonwalk. Kidding play, cabbage patch, Roger Rabbit. TTO, heel toe, now you got it. Running man, crank it up, chicken noodle soup, do the sticky leg, and walk it out to the stoop. Now lean back. While I teach you how to duck you whip a nay-nay. Harlem shake it till you love me now. Floss, shiggy, shoot, Millie rock on the block and renegade. Don't you gotta know where this one never stop.
Know what made it so exciting? Why all at once my heart took flight. I only know when she began to dance with me. I could have danced all night. This joint is jumping, it's really jumping. Come and cats and check your hands on me. This joint is jumping, the piano's thumping, the dance is bumping. This here spot is more than hot. In fact, the joint is jumping. Check your weapons at the door. Be sure to pay your quota. Burn your leather on the floor, clearing anybody's daughter. The roof is rocking. The neighbors knocking. We're up bumps when the wagons come out. Meet this joint is jumping. This joint is jumping, it's really jumping. Harry Moses on his toes, I mean this joint is jumping.